Hey everybody, what's up? This is Patrick Cleveland, licensed marriage and family therapist. Just wanted to tell you a little something. Just did this amazing workshop at Esalen Institute, and it's kind of one of the themes was about finding your authentic self. And we had a large group share at one point, and one of the guys got up and said something like, uh, you know, um, I have this tendency to push women away, or my relationships with women don't work out so well, and I hope to work on that, or I hope this improves going forward, something like that. And then later, we all sat down to eat, and it was me, three women, and him, and we started to engage in conversation, and he kind of like started had this tendency or this way of communication that felt like being grilled. Like he was kind of like abrasive, and he started asking one of the women who was doing her PhD, her dissertation. He started like kind of grilling her about it in this kind of rapid way, and it was kind of an amazing thing to see. She stepped into her woman power, and she said, "Hey, you know what?" She's like, "This is feeling really fast right now. I really want to slow down. I'm having trouble connecting with you," and he couldn't really take in that feedback. He was kind of like, "Oh, okay," and kind of like got a little jumbled and kind of just shut down. And the conversation continued, and I was like, "Yeah," and then this other woman who was there, she was like, "Yeah, I understand. I used to talk fast too, and I learned to slow down." And he was like, "Well, why should I slow down?" and that kind of thing. And I said, "Well, it helps to connect with people, and you slow down, you're more in touch with your feelings and what's going on with people, that sort of thing." And it kind of went on, and I just got the feeling that he said something like that he just didn't really want to change, you know what I mean, or adjust, and then and the conversation went on, and at some point he said something like, "Well, right now I'm being my calm self, I'm being my calm self so that I don't offend anybody," meaning being his authentic self had offended her, or she was feeling grilled or something like that. And so um, it's just one of those moments where I was able to see, what his issue was. I didn't know him, I didn't get to talk to him a lot when we were doing the workshop together, but I got to see like what it was that was pushing the women away, what it was he was doing, this abrasive, in your face, grilling communication style, and, in the conversation that we had, she was really kind, and she gave him feedback about, "Hey, slow down, I want to connect with you," but he took that as kind of a dig, or kind of a like, "Oh, you don't like me," or "You don't like my authentic self," or something like that. And it's one of those amazing moments, where you're kind of, you're faced with feedback from the outside world, from how other people experience you, and you could either take that feedback and make a change and do something with it, or you could just be like, "Well, hey, this is me," and take it or leave it. And with that, his whole thing was, "Well, I want to connect with women, I want women to love me, and I want to feel connected." But what he was doing wasn't, his communication style and his behavior wasn't allowing that to make that happen. So he's kind of faced with this predicament, like, well, do I change, and slow down so that maybe I can connect with people, or do I, just keep being me? You know what I mean? And you can keep being you. No one's forcing you to change. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you're in this predicament. Like, part of you wants to change because you want to be connected. Another part of you's like, "Well, hey, this is just me. Why should I change? Why can't you just love me for me?" Well, because the way you are being you, rubs other people the wrong way. It doesn't make other people feel good. They can't connect to that you. You know what I mean? So you have to like either find a way to connect to people, or keep living in whatever it is that you're living in, whatever reciprocal, repetitious pattern that keeps playing itself on over and over again. So I don't know, just wanted to share that with you. It was a very interesting interaction, and kind of encompasses a lot about change and psychological struggle and the things that we work with. So just wanted to share that with you, and yeah, hope you have a good day. All right, peace.